Eugene Robinson, columnist for The Washington Post, and Charlie Sykes, contributing editor for The Weekly Standard, host of the Daily Standard podcast, and author of How the Right Lost Its Mind. Both are MSNBC contributors. Charlie and I share the bills on our therapy. Let me start with you, Charlie Sykes. Let me show you Bob Corker on Trump's base as a cult.
We're in a strange place. I mean, it's almost, it's becoming a cultish thing, isn't it? It's not a good place for any party to end up with a cult-like situation as it relates to a president that happens to be purportedly of the same party.
We chose his words very carefully, but I got cult loud and clear. It's a pretty good way to put it, isn't it?
Yeah, but, if only he'd been warned about all of this. Bob Corker, I'm glad that he's speaking out, but, it would have been nice if he would have spoken out earlier and more consistently instead of flip-flopping back and forth. Here we're at a moment where every week or so, the Trumpist, the president, takes somebody out and hangs them from a lamppost and says, okay, who wants to be the next critic? What other Republican wants to break with MAGA? I mean, we got Martha Roby forced into a runoff. You've ended Mark Sanford's political career. Jeff Flake is on the way out the door. So a lot of Republicans are looking around. They're going, okay, I'm not going to criticize the president. I mean, right now, think about what it means to be a president, what it means to be a Republican in a primary. You can be a birther. You can be associated with alt-right bigots and survive and win the primary. But if you criticize Donald Trump, that's political suicide. And that is the dynamic right now in the Republican Party.
I understand that to be the electoral dynamic, Charlie Sykes, but where are their souls?
Well, in deep storage, at least for a while. But right now, we're in an election year. And this is a party that's shown itself to be both tribal and cultish, but also transactional. And the transactionalism is basically, look, as long as we keep our mouth shut or we laud the president, kiss up to the president, we get what we want. The problem is the price tag keeps going up, and they keep having to ask themselves, okay, was that worth it? Obviously, Bob Corker reached the breaking point, but again, he's on the way out the door. He's not running for re-election.